We'll now build a map that will use the dataset, the source and target dataset that we previously built. Maps use datasets to define data connectivity information that we need to read and write data. Our map design links the source and target structures all the way down to the level of record fields and elements. We use transformation rules to define how the data is manipulated when the integration engine moves the data to the specified targets. We'll now navigate back to Data Integrator, where we'll create a map. Create the map inside of our P01 Acme Company project, and we'll utilize the source orders ASCII and our target orders table datasets that we previously built. Again, from the Add pull-down menu, we'll select Map. We'll name our map artifact M_orders ASCII to SQL. We could give an additional description for this map. In this case, we'll just go ahead and open our map designer. Every time we create a new map, we come into the mapping wizard. Initially, the map wizard wants to know where our source structure is coming from. In this case, the default is a new source. But since we've already created our source dataset, we'll select the option for Existing Source Dataset, and then select Next. From the pull-down menu inside of our P01 Acme Company project, we can specify our source orders ASCII dataset. Once we select the dataset, we see the schema structure for that dataset, and we'll select Save. Now the map wizard wants us to define our primary target. Again, the default is a new target, but since we've already created our target dataset, we'll connect to an existing target dataset and select Next. And we'll select that existing target dataset from the pull-down menu inside of our P01 Acme Company project. We'll specify our target orders table dataset. Again, once we select that dataset, we see the schema structure for that target. And now we'll select Save. The final portion of the map wizard is an auto mapping feature, where Map Designer will attempt to auto map between our source and target structures. By default, it's going to match these record or field names. The last item inside of the map wizard is an auto mapping feature. Map Designer will attempt to auto map fields between our source and target based on matching field names. We'll go ahead and select this option to automatically map and create our links. We'll also take the default ECA rule or the transformation rule on our control link, and we'll select the option to auto map. We'll start our auto mapping. Once Map Designer completes the auto mapping, we see that a number of links have been created from our source to target structure. You'll notice that there are actually two types of links. This first link has a circular symbol in the center of the link, whereas other links do not. We'll look at the two different types of links. Control links. Every map must include at least one control link. This link is identified by the circular symbol that you saw previously. These links map a source record type to a target record type. Data links connect a source field to a target field. Notice for the source zip code field did not map to the target zip_code field because it didn't match my name. We'll now manually create a data link between these two fields. We can do this by selecting the zip code source node and dragging to our target node. Notice that we've now gone from a red X to the green plus, where it will now snap to and create the data link. We also need to create a data link between our order amount field between our source and target. We will now want to make sure that we go ahead and save any changes to our map. To validate our map, we select the green check mark in the toolbar. If we had any errors or warnings, those warnings would appear in the console under the Map Node Problems tab. Next to the Validate Map button in the toolbar, we can now execute our map. We can now move up the console and look at the results of our map.
Once the execution of our map is completed, we can review the results inside of the console on the Results tab. We see that for this particular map, 100 records were read from our source, and it wrote 100 records into our target. We can actually now browse from the Data tab, we can browse our target data. Likewise, we can look at a detailed log of the execution of our map from the Log tab.